All right, this is the Math Models Unit 7, Lesson 3 video about installment payments. Two main formulas we're going to deal with here. They're on the formula chart. One is a simple interest rate, and the other is the APR. And it's just another way of talking about how much interest you pay in a given year. An interest rate is saying what is the percent of the total amount that you're going to pay in interest. And so there's the formulas are there, but I'm going to talk through about how to do this. The first thing they do is something very basic. They give you a situation where someone's paying in installments for some item, and you'll find that the amount they're paying is more than the cost of the thing. And that's because they're paying part of it. What they're paying is the interest, which is the charge or the fee to borrow money. So when I see here that she borrowed $1,250 for a dining room table and chairs, she will make 12 monthly payments of $120. And I go say, okay, well, 12 monthly payments of $120, that's $1,440. And that's more than what she borrowed. That's more than the amount for the dining room table and chairs. Well, the difference between that number there, 1,440, and the actual amount she paid for the dining room table, that's the amount that she's paying in interest. So that's actually the answer to the first question. She's paying $190 to be able to pay over the course of 12 months instead of paying it all at once. So that's all you're doing for number 1, 2, and 3. You are doing the payments times the number of payments times the payment amount and subtracting the actual amount that the thing costs. The difference between this total and this amount is the interest. So that's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Okay, and then we get to number 6. Maria borrowed $1,250 for a new dining room table and chairs. She made 12 monthly payments. She paid $190 in interest. So this is the exact same thing that we found here. So the question is, what is her simple interest rate? So let's go here, and this is it. It's the rate is equal to the interest paid, I, that's the 190, divided by P times T. Okay, so let's go look. And T is always years, like we've always done. So we're going to go through and we're going to say, okay, fine. So she's going to pay. We want to find the R. And the R is equal to the interest paid, 190, divided by the total amount, 1,200. Sorry about my messy writing. I won't do this for all of them. 2,050 times T, which is 1 year. So times 1. So we're asking the question, what is really 190 divided by 1,250 times 1? So we're doing 190 divided by 1,250 times 1, which we know is going to be the same, times 1. But then this is the number we get. This is a percentage. So this is 0.152, which in our answer is going to be 15.2%. So it's the interest paid, this amount interest, divided by the amount times the time. And so then we get that answer there. So let's do one more, and then I'll let you do the rest. So let's say, okay, let's go jump down to number 9, just as an example. Anna borrowed $475 for a new kitchen table. She made 6 monthly payments to repay the loan. She paid $35 interest. What is her simple interest rate? So we're going to do the formula here, and it's I divided by P times T. So the I is 35. So let's go over here. Let's go to our next line. 35 divided by 475 is the P. 475 times, and then because it's 6 months and not 1 year, we need to say, okay, that's half of a year. So we're going to put 0.5 as the t. So it's really important. So if it's 1 year, you put 1. If it's 6 months, 0.5. I think that's really mainly it. If they did 9 months, that's going to be 0.75. So you need to find out what amount of a year am I using. And so we get, looks like 14.7%. And there it is, 14.7%. So that's how you do simple interest rate. Then we get to questions about APR. I think that's the rest of them. So APR is another formula. It's right here. It's 2 times N times R divided by N plus 1. So N, again, is the number of months. So that's the N. And then the R is the rate. So we're going to do the rate, which is, in this case, 15.2. So let's clear this out. 15.2 is going to be 0.152 times R, 2 times N times R. Let's go back. Okay, 2 times N, which is 12, times R, which is 15.2. So this is 2 times N times R divided by N plus 1. Divided by, oops, see now I want to put this in parentheses, or I can put enter and then do the answer divided by N plus 1. So notice how I found out that answer there, and then I put that in the top of a new fraction, and then I got 0.28. And 20, it looks like it's rounded, so that's going to be 28.1 if I round it. 28.1. All right, I'll do one more. I'll scoop down and do this last one. David paid off a loan at a simple interest rate of 4.8% in 9 months. What is the APR? Okay, I'm going to go up here real quick and look at this to make sure I'm doing this right. I had a doubt there. No, that's correct. Number of months. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so we have our rate. It's going to be 2 times the number of months times the rate. So 2 in R. So 2 times 9 months times, I did times 2 times 9 months times 4.8, which is going to be 0.048. There's the amount there. Divided by, answer divided by 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1, because it's N again plus 1. 0.0864, that's like 8.6%. And there we go. All right. So hopefully this video helps. There's a lot of problems in this lesson, but you should follow those formulas and I think you'll be just fine.